If you have a slip and fall claim here in Mississippi, another word for these claims is premises liability. But your damages are going to be based on a lot of the same categories of damages that other personal injury cases are based upon. We have, generally speaking, two broad categories of damages: what we call economic damages and what we call non-economic damages. Now, with economic damages, those are things like past medical bills, future medical bills, lost wages, anticipated lost wages in the future, or sometimes people are injured, have a permanent disability, and that leads to lost earning capacity in the future. So all of those different things could factor into economic damages, including potentially any property damage if that's at play. Usually not in a premises liability or slip and fall case, but just saying that would fall in the economic damages part. Non-economic damages are things that we talk about that are recoverable as damages. They're very real in terms of damages, but they're not economic in nature. That's where we get into pain and suffering, mental anguish, loss of enjoyment of life, loss of consortium, those things that have more of the emotional quality of life component to them, that aren't a direct economic loss, but that are very real losses, and that all of us intuitively know that a person suffers when they have an injury, and that ultimately a jury would determine what the value of those are. So broad categories: you're entitled to recovery if you've been injured as a result of someone else's negligence in a premises liability claim, all the economic damages that you have encountered as a result of those injuries, and you're entitled to recover for non-economic damages, pain and suffering, loss of enjoyment of life, etc. Occasionally, if the situation warrants it under the law, where a defendant has really done some egregious conduct, they've really gotten outside the box on acceptable conduct that has really endangered folks, sort of shocks the conscience, as we say, that resulted in that injury. There's also potential for what we call punitive damages, and those punitive damages are designed to make an example of that defendant, to punish them so that the conduct changes, so that it discourages that defendant and others from that type of really egregious conduct. So they're very rare, but on occasion punitive damages do come into play on a premises liability claim. If you have other questions or concerns about a potential slip and fall or premises liability claim for you or a loved one, just reach out to us via our website or by phone. Here at Brad Morris Law Firm, we're here to help and just really want to get you pointed in the right direction so that you're treated fairly and compensated for those injuries that are the result of someone else's wrongdoing. So hope this is helpful. Appreciate you watching.